Hey guys, welcome to Minnesota Twins franchise. This is episode 88. We're playing the St. Louis Cardinals in a 4-game series, 2 from Minneapolis and 2 from St. Louis. The first one is our 100th game of the year, and we fall at home to the Cards 5-3. We fall to 42-58. They improved to 51-44. Mike Leake with the win for the Cards. Trevor Rosenthal with the save. Jim Johnson picks up the loss. Ledimus Diaz 3 for 5 with a double and an RBI. Stephen Piscotty 2 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs. For us, Brian Dozier 3 for 4 with 2 home runs and 3 driven in. The second game of this series, we win 2-1 over the Cards from Target Field. Quick look at some DoubleA statistical leaders and where our guys are sitting. Shortstop Robert Jones, 3rd in the Southern League with 24 doubles. DJ Hicks, our first baseman down at DoubleA, is leading the Southern League with 12 home runs. He's batting .267 on the year, 315 at-bats, 12 dingers, 53 RBIs. Also, DJ Hicks, his 53 RBIs put him in second in the Southern League behind the Birmingham Barons' Courtney Hawkins. Also, Robert Jones is 4th for us. Zach Granite with 49 runs scored and Robert Jones with 48 are 3rd and 4th respectively in the Southern League. Robert Jones, 16 stolen bases, is in a tie for first with Andrew Velasquez and Adderling Mejia of Montgomery and Mississauga. DJ Hicks, 779 OPS, good enough for 3rd in the Southern League. Robert Jones, 772, is 5th. And as we turn our attention to the pitching, Steven Gonsalves is 5th in ERA with a 2.76 ERA. Rodney Meredith of the Montgomery Biscuits is 1st at 2.01. Ryan Eads leads the league in strikeouts with 119. Sean Reed Foley with 111 is tied in 3rd, and Steven Gonsalves is 5th with 106th. All right, the third game as the scene shifts to Busch Stadium in St. Louis. The Cardinals win this one 4-1. Stephen Piscotty 2 for 3 with an RBI. Matt Carpenter 2 for 3 with a home run and an RBI. Randall Grichuk 2 for 4 with a home run and an RBI. Michael Wacha goes 8, gives up 6 hits, 1 run, strikes out 10 and walks 2. Trevor Rosenthal gets his 30th save. Phil Hughes with the loss. He falls to 5-12 for us. Kyle Gibson has returned from the disabled list. When he went down, he was 5-2 in 67 innings, 70 strikeouts to 15 walks, a 2.65 ERA, and a 1.16 whip. He has a 3.92 career ERA in 5 years with the Twins. Tyler Chatwood has been optioned to AAA Rochester. His AAA numbers so far this year: 2-9 in 63 innings, 62 strikeouts, 18 walks, a 6.14 ERA, so he was even struggling down at the AAA level. Final game of this 4-game series from Busch Stadium. It's game number 103. Jaime Garcia starts for the Cardinals. He's 7-5, 2.77 ERA. This is his 21st appearance. 102 strikeouts to 44 walks for Jaime Garcia. He will be facing Kyle Gibson, making his first start since returning from the DL. It's his 12th of the season. Again, he's 5-2 with a 2.55 ERA, 70 strikeouts to 15 walks for Kyle Gibson. We get this one started off in the second inning. Matt Dominguez batting .324 with 1 out and nobody on, and Dominguez lines it right back up the middle. Nice diving play at short. On to first to Matt Adams for the play. So the Cards flashing the leather there. Danny Santana 1 for 1 on the day. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. And Santana slices one into the gap in right center. 1 run's going to come in to score. A second one will follow. And Santana is on second with a 2 RBI double to put the Twins out in front. 2-0 in the middle of 5. 6th inning. Brian Dozier, 26 home runs, 66 RBIs on the year. And there is home run number 27. Deep into left field. Solo home run, 464 feet. And the Twins lead 3-0 in the middle of 6. To the 7th, Eddie Rosario, batting .245 on the year. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Rosario ground ball to first. Adams on to second. And the return throw is not in time. A run comes in to score. Rosario beats it out. And we stretch here in St. Louis. It's 4-0 Twins. Fernando Abad. 36th appearance, 2.96 ERA. 28 strikeouts in 27 1/3 innings. He's on to face the lefty Matt Adams, who is batting .222 with just 2 home runs on the year. I don't know if he's been hurt or what, but Matt Adams goes down swinging. And at the end of 7, the Twins are pitching a combined 1-hit shutout here in St. Louis. Brandon Kinsler on to try to close it down. 2 saves since we traded away Jake McGee, who has been our closer for most of the year. Kinsler facing Matt Carpenter with a runner on first. Carpenter lifts it to center field. Danny Santana sauntering underneath it, and he will squeeze it for the final out of the ball game. The Twins win 4-0. And the two teams split this 4-game series. Cardinals fall to 52-50. The Twins to 44-59. Jaime Garcia with the loss. Kyle Gibson gets the win. 6 2/3 in his return. 1 hit, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Danny Santana, a 4-hit game, 4 for 4 with a double, 2 RBIs. Brian Dozier with his 27th home run of the year. We're going to close this episode off now by looking at the standings updated. The Blue Jays 10 games ahead of the Red Sox, 15.5 over the Rays. The Yankees are 19.5 back, the Orioles at 21 back. In the Central, the Indians a 5-game lead on the Tigers, who are 55-47. The Royals a half a game behind them. And we are in 4th, ahead of the White Sox, despite having 1 more loss than them in the loss column. Mariners 1.5 ahead of the Astros, 2.5 over the Angels. Rangers 5 back, A's 6.5 back. In the National League, the Nats 11.5 over the Marlins, who are 52-50, 15.5 over the Phillies. When we get into the second week of August or so, we will start posting the wild card standings as we get down the home stretch and the pennant chase here in the Major League season. The Cubs an 11-game lead over the Pirates. The Dodgers an 11-game lead over the Giants. 16 over the Rockies, who are 50-52. The Padres are 33-66, the worst record in all of baseball. Next up for us, we will be at the K in Kansas City to take on the Royals in a 3-game series to close out the month of August, and it's the final 3 games before the trade deadline. So join us for that one, see if we make any late trade deadline moves to try to put ourselves in position to make a run at the postseason in year number 3 of Minnesota Twins franchise. This is year number 2, episode 89, coming up next here on Mama's Basement.